The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. On the return, here comes Xavier. Already, we've got a loose football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, kid. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
10 black. Check pink. Ready?
There's a dive up the middle. Shoots away from one. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. From the red zone on first. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Okay, ready?
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 30 cluster, 6. Set, huh?
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Get up.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Come on, come on.
The Eagles' 47-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Downfield, he's got McMillan. And he nearly gets him into the red zone as he's down at the 22.
It's a gain of 25
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
7, let's go now. Smash.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Viking 18.
They run the counter to Achane. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Ready? Ready?
Here's Brooks. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Set up the screen, Brooks. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Running out of chances. Here's third and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Third and long for him here. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Panthers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jake Elliott is set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready?
They'll throw to start the drive. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. He's dropping back to throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Prior pass, no good, so here comes second down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football back at the 30 after that interception. Second and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now. First and 10.
Gravity line. Let go.
Working inside the red zone. Caught out left. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On the jump.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Trying to run it in. A-Chan. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Yes, and everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
I'm running up this door, I'm up my damn
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Go!
They go to him again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. No problems on the extra point there. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Back to work after throwing the pick. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at 1st down here. Going from the gun here. That one's cut on the left sideline. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Down. Ready.
They'll go play action. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Black 40.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Set.
Throwing on 2nd. Hits his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Right. Here we go. Set. 50.
Pass play coming here. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here we go. Field. Black. Red. 30. Cut.
He's going to throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hip to that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Yellow. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
Back
the
ready.
Eagles first down.
Zoo 33, yellow. Blue striking. Eagle blue. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Looking quickly here.
Eagles taking it out at the 10-yard line.
Black
A
gun.
gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Set.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Set. 45, white. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He brings it in. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where you start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There will be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go now. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Chased out to his right. He's taking a shot down the sideline. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk 7.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Down. Blue 32. Cross 10. Rail. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check, hut.
Back to the well again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
On the ball.
Offense in the hurry up here.
37.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Ready?
That's complete right side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
New set of downs from 37.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
I'll throw here on first. It is caught left side. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. The Gents with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pass cut by Brooks. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Gets the check down. Here's Brooks. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's go now. Ready.
Pass play on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
60 Bobcats, go!
Again to throw on second. Connecting on a slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Still sticking with the passing game. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Elliott connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Their own 18-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Red, hut, hut.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Sticky, green. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's tackled for no gain.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Red, yellow, set.
He'll work against the blitz. That's incomplete on 2nd down. He already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
3rd and long for him here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fields this at the 19. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
On the ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Playing with Achane here out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Ready?
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You've got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes the hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to go right through you.
And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Hey, check mega.
They give it to him again. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. And McPherson lining up the field goal try. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get it. Let go.
Achane again. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Viking 18. Ready.
Now a toss play for Achane. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Come on. 19, look, Bronco.
And you just get the play off. As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Panthers football, but their playoff run is in jeopardy. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
60 Maverick. 60. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass out quickly till he gets. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Line up the design keeper. Ooh, awful close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. Third down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. So Reed, they hand it to H.A. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Ready, set.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Desperation time here. Got his man. This is McMillan. Breaks through and breaks away. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10 black. White. Hut.
Now come out throwing. Caught by the tight end, running the corner. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
45. White. Black. Red. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He put everything in. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a fourth quarter lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He gets with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. The right side, caught by Smith. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Back to throw now. Finds his man over the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
On the jump.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come on, come on.
40-yard line.
Hey, 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Dropping back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
19 tight. Here we go.
Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing it again here. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense on that one.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
He'll throw it. He's inside the 10. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now trail by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. Kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
32.
Now throw to start the drive. Hits his running back. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
52 points. Plastic, 6. Red, yellow.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Ooh, almost to throw the cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, But mentally, you just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Hits him on the out route. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Eagles pushing to get within range for a game winner. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Set, hut. 45. What? Eagles blue. Black shot. Hut.
Looking to throw. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Rolling back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 reps. 60 reps.
Here he is to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Come on, set. Black, 95, ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Ready up.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down.
Yellow, 43. Set, hut.
Dive play straight ahead. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. It's a 36-yard look for him. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
And when they all get that chance to hold the Hallis Trophy as NFC champs, you know he's going to be one of the first presented with it. What a kick. What a kick with so much pressure on him to send them to the Super Bowl. I love it.
His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
50. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Back to throw. Forced out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Hop, 70, hop, go.
Setting up to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. Goes haywire. Fumble. but I believe someone